Unruly Fam. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And you guys are tuned into another episode of the Unruly Fam Sports Podcast. I'm one of your three hosts, Unruly A. I know what you're thinking. Where are the AKAs? I don't got none. AKA, he's sad right now. AKA, y'all should be playing better than this. AKA, aw. And to my left, as always, go to introduce yourself, my guy.
Man, we'll keep it short. It's week 3. Let's get it.
And of course, to my right.
You ain't got no energy today, huh?
Oh,
man.
Just introduce yourself.
It's your boy D, man. We back, week 3.
Week 3, man, and you guys are tuned into another episode. Like I said, we're just going to start this off with the Unruly Rant. And this week's Unruly Rant comes from none other than our boy D. D, what you got for us?
Yes, sir. All right. So what's a movie that don't matter how many times you've watched it, it's always going to hit like it's the first time?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
I'll go first.
Go ahead, B.
First Bad Boys. I don't care where I'm at. It could be 5 minutes left for that movie. I'm going to watch it. I don't care. First Bad
It could be
Boys.
5 minutes left.
I don't care.
That's how you drive. That's how you want to see. No, that's a good choice.
I'm gonna go Bad Boys. Yeah,
That's a good choice.
Okay, all right.
For me, the first time I watched it until now, as many times as I've watched it, damn, it's a oldie but a goodie. Life.
Okay.
Yeah, Life or Harlem Nights. Like those two, I can watch those over and over, which is wild because Harlem Nights came out in the 80s. I was born in the 90s. And it still is like, dang, I was there on the premiere night. Yeah, that and Life. Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy together. It was just classic hits. Low key anything with Martin, and even if you include this show, bro, I'll watch that like it was the first time I've seen it, laughing at the same exact jokes, it's the first time. What about you, D? It's your topic, so
Yeah, man, it's hard for me because I got some ones, man. That
a lot of good movies out
it's
there.
a lot
man.
of good. I can go with different genres. I got some hood classics also.
I wanted to pick a hood classic, but I feel like Life is a hood classic.
If I go with a hood classic, it's too hard because then it's like.
Well, that's how good the movie was. Sue.
I'm gonna keep it mainstream. I'm gonna go Training Day, man.
Good, solid pick. I thought you was going to like Paid in Full or something.
Paid in Full is my favorite movie of all time.
Menace to Society. Oh my god! Like those,
like
by
far, Paid in Full is my favorite movie of all time. I can watch that
forever, bro. It's every single day. It gives you the same feeling, bro. Cam is the villain. It's just,
but for those who's not intertwined in that,
man, film, you gotta watch it. Man.
We gonna go mainstream. I'm gonna go Training Day, man.
Man, these niggas. All these people watch this.
Gotta love a Denzel Washington flick.
Yeah, a Denzel Washington flick is unmatched. Low key, another one would have been Remember the Titans.
Yes,
as well.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really like too much dancing.
You can go any Denzel flick for real for me.
Shoot, since we on the topic of movies, best football movie.
Any Given Sunday.
Willie Beeman. Yes.
That's my favorite.
Would you go with me?
I might have to say the same.
Any Given Sunday is a good joint. It's a good joint. It is, man. It is.
You can't beat that one. It's too many. Like,
it's good
so many
movies,
stars in there, but usually sports
movies
movies not really about.
I would say that.
It's
I'll put Remember the Titans second, please.
Remember the Titans in second place. If we going, and you know what? For me, I'm gonna keep it lighthearted, man, because like I love this movie as a kid, and it got so many funny parts in it. I'm gonna go Little Giants. Little Giants. I still could watch to this day, and it's like, Yeah,
Man,
bro, Becky O'Shea,
And the
the
stick-
coldest, the coldest linebacker in the game. Becky Icebox O'Shea,
Yeah.
like Spike. He's like,
Spike was my
bro,
guy, though.
Spike
Spike was
Spike.
getting it,
He's
man.
like, when you hit Spike, you hit here. Boom. And I was like, he's like, am I mistaken? But aren't you a girl? I was like, yo. He talked like that the entire movie,
man.
Like, oh man,
Little Giant. I'm gonna go home and watch that.
You know what's funny about that? The Giants beat the Cowboys in that movie, right? That's crazy. Premonition.
I like that.
Like a premonition.
I like that.
Premonition.
that's where we're going with. All right. I mean, I didn't know we were starting out that early,
Oh,
man.
man.
All right, but enough of the lighthearted debauchery. That's wild. We're gonna have a conversation on camera about that. We're gonna have to sit
That's
down.
what happened in the movie.
We're gonna have a constructive
happened.
meeting.
Oh,
It's
man.
wild. It's wild. I'm actually not saying that name
That happened
as of yet. They show me they can prove they can do something. Then yeah, I will start calling them by their name. Until then, until further notice, they will be known as the team from Dallas, whose stadium is in Arlington. I still love them. I don't want you to think I don't love them, but they are the team from Dallas that aren't the Mavericks that are based in Arlington.
Y'all gonna be alright, man.
Yeah, man, I see it, but like until then, they will be known as the team in Dallas. Down the block from Houston. But yeah, man, we're gonna start off with the fam talk. Week 3 had a lot of great things, man. Now it's time for a week 3 recap, man. A lot of great things happened. We're gonna start out with who we feel had the biggest win of the week. Did one of y'all want to start? I mean, I could start since y'all started. The biggest win of the week for me are the Commanders. I'm sorry, man. They played really well. They played really well against a team that everybody thought was a one step away from a Super Bowl contender, like in the Bengals. The rookie stat line was amazing. This rookie. Jaden Daniels' stat line was bananas. 21 for 23, 254, 3 total touchdowns, 2 passing, 1 running. Got Terry McLaurin involved. Terry McLaurin hadn't had a 100-yard game in a little minute, in my opinion. Had 4 receptions, 100 yards, and a TD. That was some solid work from the youngster. I'm really excited. If he didn't play for that team, I'd be even more excited for him. But it's good to see when a young guy actually starts clicking. And I feel like he's been clicking subtly the last few weeks, and it's just starting to really cook up. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen. They had the biggest win for me of the week. What about you, B?
I'm second. I'm going with the Commanders. Yeah, they're surprised. Everybody. Now they sit in second place of NFC East. Jaden Daniels.
A winnable division. If you look at how the landscape is going as of right now, it's a winnable division. It is. I mean, you're gonna see it the way you want to see it.
Exactly.
I see it as a winnable division.
This guy will see winnable.
No, I'm tired. We can't talk football.
You saying anything?
This guy's sensitive this week. I'm the one hurt.
Saying anything? Nah, it ain't a winnable division.
Yeah,
that's a 2-headed monster at the top. And pause on that.
But they was gonna give you hell.
That's just where it's Dallas and Philly. But I'm gonna go biggest win of the week. You already know where I'm going. Would you guys guess? You already know. Eagles.
No,
you already know.
You're such a
You gotta look at it. You gotta be
look at it. Okay.
I'm gonna break it down for you.
Please break it down. Please break it down for me. I just want to know.
As we talked last week, this was like a win that we needed, like going into this.
Absolutely.
Like had a point to derail our season if we, started off at 1-2. So going into this game, you're already down AJ. We get Lane goes out, Mekhi Becton goes out.
Yeah.
Adversity. That's the big thing. Just adversity. Just overcoming that. Smitty goes out late in the game.
Yeah, bad hit.
Just still go ahead and let's talk about Sirianni. Them bonehead calls.
Just
Talk about that. I can't wait. I can't wait. That's the adversity, the big part, because he put his team at a disadvantage throughout the whole game. Mm-hmm. It was so many. We should have never been trailing in that game. We should have been up. We should have been up. It doesn't hurt to take 3, man. It does not hurt. Take 3. Put points on the board. Defense was balling their lights out. You're talking about a total 180 from the week before. Yeah. We looked like we couldn't stop a nosebleed the week before. You come out the team that's put up the most points through the first 2 weeks, and you hold them to 3 in the first half. Come on, man, give them a bone. Let them go in there half up rather than down.
Cool your Jets. Cool your Jets with the hottest offense.
Yeah, that was the hottest offense at that point.
Oh, you talking about coming in
it was the hottest point.
Okay, no, all right. If you say that, okay. Because I even gave them their credit during the offseason.
Yeah. I'm talking about at that point in the season, they put up 80 over the first 2 weeks. So you got to say that's the hottest offense.
As far as the Saints, you're right about that. Yeah. So, as far as productivity and them scoring,
so definitely being able to squeak out that win, given everything that happened, that come on, man, that's the biggest win of the week, man.
I mean, there were a lot of teams with a lot of decent wins. Those are just our opinions as of yet. Another one for me was the Bills. They had so much of a good win that Josh Allen got to relax. It was good to see that. Now, I mean, do we have any players or teams that shined? Well, players that balled out this week.
Yeah,
you guys got a pick.
Yeah, you caught that first one, man.
Who?
Jaden Daniels.
Oh yeah,
man.
bro, he's
21 for 23 for 254.
Man, listen,
efficient. That's the biggest one. Efficient.
Did it with his arm and his legs. That's what more can you really ask for?
I don't think nobody outshined him. For him to be a rookie on that stage to play against a contender Monday night prime time.
Yeah. And it's not even like the other quarterback in comparison. Joe Burrow played terribly. Because he actually played really well as well. But when you lose the game and then you're on an 0-3 team, it doesn't really look as good as somebody who's on a 2-1 team who balled.
Who gave him a shot coming in?
Who? Commanders? Nobody. Not even us. Not even us.
No.
I mean, it's still early, so we can still change. Yeah. Like, that's the good part. Yeah. That's the good part about with it being week 4. So that's always a good thing. Who you got, B?
I'm good with Josh Allen.
Solid. That's a solid pick. That is a solid pick.
You know the Jags are the Jags, and you're 0-3 team. You showed out Monday night at home. It's not you can say about what he didn't do.
Yeah,
he's balling, man.
Like, honestly, I don't want to say nobody, but I personally didn't give the Bills a chance to be, especially 3-0 this early in the season.
Listen.
But the way Josh Allen's playing, he is an MVP candidate right now.
Yeah.
The top MVP candidate, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Might get him one.
But yeah, he's up.
If the season were to end, I think he would have a great
like I was
case.
Like I was saying about Jaden Daniels, like Josh Allen getting it done on the ground and in the air. Mm-hmm. Rush for 44 yards. Look.
I think what's great about him is that once he really starts going, he's really tough to stop. And that's the best part about him, but it's also if you're in the division with him, that's the scariest part about him.
Yeah, he's spreading the ball around. So that's,
oh my God, he's finding everybody. That Monday night game, it looks like everybody got a chance to touch the rock. You feel me? It was great to see. I like both of those picks.
He answered all the questions. Yeah, man. All the questions we had. Was he that guy? He's showing that he's that guy.
We didn't really give him too much credit because of week 1, but they're 3-0. I mean, it's working for them. The players who shined for me, I got 2 of them. The first one, I'm gonna just get this one out the way. Derrick Henry. We said it last week. He has to have. You don't give him anything less than 25 carries, and you see what happens when they give him 25 carries. He rushes for 151 and two touchdowns. Mm-hmm. That's not I mean, the defense that they played is having a downward moment right now, but they were a top defense last year.
What defense?
The team in Dallas down the block from Houston. They based in Arlington.
They play in Arlington, right?
Yeah, they play in Arlington. That's where the stadium is. Because Dallas can't really have a lot of stadiums, but you know what it is. Yeah, Derrick Henry is my choice. Is one of my choices, and the other one, Rashee Rice.
Oh yeah.
And for me, he was somebody who I really didn't like because of all the drops I seen last year. I kind of like gave him a tough time.
Mm-hmm.
Gave him a tough time with production. But yeah, he definitely proved me wrong. He had 12 receptions. Having double-digit receptions for anyone is a tall task. That means your quarterback trusts you, and they're going to feed you the rock. That works for me. And your quarterback it's not like your quarterback can't find someone else to throw the ball to because it's Patrick Mahomes.
12 catches, 14 targets. Yeah,
man. And I don't know if they were drops or misses or just like miscues, but 110 yards and a TD. That's solid work, man. That's a solid stat line.
Is he going to jail?
Listen, you touched on it though.
That's not ignoring that.
I was gonna bring it up, but you brought it up.
Go to jail for
He's playing because he knows that suspension is inevitable.
He left us.
So he's trying to make sure I'm doing enough to make sure I get my money's worth.
That's a crime.
That I get that contract because I know I'm gonna be suspended next season. He's gonna get through this whole season because I think the court case doesn't get to December.
He's gonna
get through the season. So he's gonna ball out.
He's gonna make sure. Top 5 wide receiver. I'm calling it now. If you're a Rashee Rice owner, use him or abuse him.
Yeah.
While you have him in fantasy. If you're gonna pick him, if you're picking him, pick him for a parlay. Because next season, we don't know. I mean, I'm not no.
He's definitely gonna get a suspension.
Yeah, definitely.
Whether it's a whole year or whether it's part of the year, it's definitely gonna happen. So
another thing, Chiefs, y'all ain't slick. Y'all been getting a lot of stuff on a lot of police reports in Kansas City. Well, Andy Reid in the league brushing it under the rug, but.
No, we're not gonna call out Andy, man. We're not gonna call out Andy.
Andy's been doing that.
Nobody else saying it. We see it.
He's been doing that.
A lot of police reports.
I love Andy though, man. I wish he'd have got one in Philly, but
he had chances. He had a couple of them too.
Yeah, Donovan messed that one up.
That's really wild. That y'all just going to tell that man he going to jail. He's going to jail. He's going to jail.
I don't think he's going to go to jail.
No,
but
I don't think
he's not going to go to jail. But he definitely
the community service is going to be extensive.
Yeah.
If they bring a Super Bowl back to Kansas City, that fine's going to be hefty. I feel like if you win a Super Bowl, I feel like the fine's going to be even more than the community service.
He's going to get fined twice, so he's going to get fined by the state and by the Chiefs. But by the NFL,
so you better hope y'all make the playoffs so you got a little bit of extra bread. Yeah, man. Damn, man. I don't like to condone a black man going to jail.
Nah,
it's wild.
That's wild work.
Yeah,
decision that he had.
And I feel like a lot of them, and it may be a stigma that a lot of pro athletes think they're above like certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see a whole bunch of NBA players doing that.
Because they be choking people.
I mean,
how many domestic violence you see in the NBA?
We used to see just as many in the NFL. Though.
Yeah, but now that's died down. It's like the NBA is like
now it's just DUIs. So domestic violence, DUIs are taking the place of domestic violence.
It was domestic violence in the league.
It was at one point.
No, outside the league. You saw how Draymond choked up Gobert. Yeah, it was well. He was joking.
Nah, we talking about on their significant others, and not to condone any.
No. We love women.
Definitely.
And women that choke up men.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say we love men. Not gonna say that, but we're rooting for you, young
exactly.
fellas. If you're getting beat on by your woman, don't be scared to say something. It ain't tattling. If she's small, it can beat your ass. It ain't tattling.
Who got beat? Who was that? Jonathan Majors got beat up by his
He ran.
He ran blocks.
They fired him from every movie. Ain't that crazy?
He ran.
He got whooped, and they fired him from every movie.
He called him a bad one, though.
He ran a route.
I guess he winning, right?
Jonathan Majors, he ran a route.
He called him a good one, I guess. She's supporting.
That's his Michelle.
That's his Michelle.
Yeah.
Oh God, yo. All right. Man, those are our players that balled out. Domestic violence is no good, so we've learned something from this fam talk. So we got some teams that are still undefeated. We got 5 teams that are undefeated still. We have the Bills, the Chiefs, the Steelers, the Seahawks, and surprisingly, the Vikings. I'll ask this question to you guys. What team will you see, do you guys see getting their first mark in that loss column? So who do you guys think are going to get that, or is going to get their first L?
Out of these 5, I'll go first. I gotta say it's between the Seahawks and the Vikings. I like Bills. They got Josh Allen there. Chiefs is Pat Mahomes there. A lot of weapons on offense. Steelers is defense. It's all defense right now,
and that's normally been their catalyst the last few years.
Defense win championships, man. So as long as Justin Fields not doing too much, as long as he's just managing the game and doing what he got to do, I think that they can continue to go. But
Steelers defense is crazy.
I'm gonna have to go Vikings, man. I just feel like that division they're in right there is rough. It's gonna be rough sledding there up there.
You want to take it next, B?
Even though I picked the Seahawks to win this week, is the Lions. I could see them losing also because they bought in the top of the NFC West. Well, Coach McDonald was doing with them boys is working, and Metcalf was looking amazing.
Top, I think he's.
But I also succeeded. Like I said, I don't like these. Like they're a surprising team to be 3-0. Like you said, we're going to week 4. But I could say the Seahawks. They could easily, since there's no type of expectations on this team. I could see them taking the first L. Not demeaning how good they are. They are doing good. They held Dolphins last week to 3 points, but that's not giving much credit to the Dolphins because we see how that is. They down to the 3rd or 4th quarterback. But yeah, I'm gonna go to see. I'm gonna go to see how I see them losing first. Not diminishing nothing they have done so far. But who's undefeated anyway during the whole season anyway? So I can see them taking the first loss.
Yo, they didn't play anybody though.
And
I'm going back and looking at it right now.
But that too. I said, look,
but this week will be their first.
This is the first test.
Their first real test, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But also, people said that about the Ravens and the Raiders. People also said that about the team in Texas and the Saints.
But the Broncos.
That's the wildest one. Right? And I mean, if the trend of the league is going if the trend of this season is showing us anything, is that anything is possible.
And they were in dog fights the first 2 weeks. Yes. Last week they beat the Dolphins, but the Dolphins didn't have a quarterback.
But another thing too, you got the Niners are 1-2 right now too. They're not playing and at the NFC West. So
I mean, I'm still going. The trend of the league right now is this season's motto is anybody can beat anybody. That's what I'm seeing here. And early, maybe it'll go back to what it was. Oh man, that team was supposed to win. But as for right now, I just feel like it's nothing is for sure. No. Nothing is certain.
See, honestly, some of these teams may not even be in the playoffs.
Yeah, honestly, that's really true. Yeah. That's really true. The pick for me, and I'm going based off of like they're mainly who they were playing this week. It's far fetched for me, but I'm gonna go with the Bills. I feel like, but there's a caveat to that. I feel like it's the Bills if the Ravens play the way they did in week 3. Okay. If the Ravens show up the way they did, Lamar Jackson doing everything he needs to do, not doing all of it, handing the ball off. I feel like I don't think the Bills defense can really stand up to a running mad Derrick Henry.
That's true.
So that's my whole thing behind picking them, even though I feel like they're playing stellar right now. Like I feel like Josh Allen is playing like the best football of his career. And it's still a short career for him. It's not no crazy, like he hasn't been in the league super long. But I feel like, that was wild. But I feel like the Bills, because of who they play this week. Another one to spotlight, the Steelers. The Steelers might be the first ones out of this group to get that L. Just because if something happens where their defense doesn't show up that game, And there are slumps, and teams do go through slumps, and you don't know when that week will happen because they had a few games last year, especially in those times, but mainly it was the times T.J. Watt went down, where you were just like, damn, we'll see what happens. So those two, I feel like are the first either or to get their first loss column, mainly for the Bills because of who they play this week, and for the Steelers, their defense might not show up one week. Does any of these teams get that loss this week?
Yeah, I think
But y'all heard mine because if it's the Bills, if there's anyone that has the highest chance to lose, it would be the Bills if the Ravens play like they did last week.
I think the Seahawks and Vikings lose this week.
Mm-hmm.
I can see them losing. Seahawks losing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, if Lamar can protect the ball and sustain that over 4 quarters, because we also seen a Cowboys almost march back last week. So
and they have given up a 10-point lead in the last 2 games, in the last 3 games.
Yep. So
because they only won by 3.
That's the only thing that scares me with the Ravens is that if you give Josh a little bit of time, he's gonna make it work.
Honestly, we'll piggyback what you said, Dave. You don't know what the Bills team you're gonna get this week. They like we said, they played against the Jags.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They picked them apart. The Ravens ain't the Jags.
Mm-hmm. Who they play week 1?
Who?
The Jets, right?
The Bills? Nah, they played.
No.
Who the heck did they play?
Because they haven't played anybody. That's safe to say, but it's just more so.
They played somebody.
We're asking follow-up questions on the Bills.
But no, I mean we gave them
Cardinals.
Yeah, that was a close game.
Cardinals, Dolphins, Jags.
Yeah. That was a close game.
Yeah, so I mean, that could be a toss-up.
You don't know what Bills team you may get, but that's not diminishing what they.
No, not at all. But
they surprised everybody.
Yeah,
how well they playing.
Yeah, man. Who is it on me? Yeah, I already picked the Bills. I say it's the Bills. I feel like if anyone has the best chance to lose, well, the team who has the greater chance to lose this week would be the Bills. Especially like I've been saying, if Lamar plays like Lamar, like he did last week, and if King Henry rushes, and if that defense plays stifling, like they smothered everything on the field last week, and.
Yeah, you call Derrick Henry King after what he did? No,
huh?
No, don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it.
I mean,
would you call him anything else?
You call him King Henry, like after what he did. Sorry.
Y'all one dimensional.
He's trying to.
Y'all one dimensional.
We're not doing this right now.
I'm just saying though.
We're not doing this right now.
You said they stifled y'all, but I just feel like you take away CD. He's having a rough game anyway. You don't have a running back. You have no running situation right now.
I don't want to talk about it.
I
don't want to talk about it.
I just think they
you guys can't.
I just think they matched up.
I'm not going to have this.
I just think they matched up well against y'all. I think that's all it was. I don't think it was a thing of something that.
I mean, for the first 3 quarters, they shut everything down.
Yeah.
So it's more so if they play like that against the Bills, like. Because if you look at the stat line, I mean, what's the name may have thrown more times than Josh Allen did, but he didn't throw no picks. He didn't turn the ball over a whole bunch, and they were still up the whole game.
Yeah.
So it's more so if you hold him within like this particular realm, but there's also a difference with the fact that the Bills have a running game.
Yes.
So it could be, but like I stated before, anything can happen. Anything can definitely happen. Y'all just gonna keep on going back to this. Y'all know I'm trying.
We just talking about football.
Oh man, listen. We're going after we talked about the ones who are undefeated. Might be time to worry time for a few of these teams. What are some teams that are in early trouble right now with it being week 4?
I'll go for it. Miami Dolphins. They are going into week 4 with. He lost the second quarterback, Skylar Thompson, with chest injury. They had Tim Boyle start this week, even though they signed Tyler Huntley. Now you go with Tim Boyle. I don't know. Yeah, so it's a matter of time until I'm surprised Tyreek hasn't acted out yet because Tyreek is, if not the best receiver in the league, if not second best, the best receiver in the league. I don't see them not the way this division. You got the Jets above them, you got the Bills above them.
And you don't want to get too many games in between those teams. And they're playing catch up is already ahead.
Because Tua comes back, you got a lot of catching up to do.
And you don't want that to happen.
Yeah, because that's not going to happen. Like this is because look, the Jets are 2-1, and the Bills are 3-0 right now. Mm-hmm. And Tua won't come back for a few more weeks, and you don't know what's going to happen.
And you don't know if you're going slow stepping back.
Yeah,
because he's had three concussions.
Yes,
give up to her also, man. Because no one should have to go through what you've been going through. Because I didn't see your spirit look like it left your body a few of those hits. It's a little crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dolphins. That's my team.
Okay,
they should definitely worry because that team made the playoffs. They right now, in week 3, and Jelly not even making playoffs.
Yeah.
And you try to play catch up to a team that's undefeated going to week 4 and the 2-1 Jets. Mm. I'm not gonna say I'm not even counting the Patriots right now, but you still gotta catch up. So to me the Miami Dolphins in the most trouble.
Mm-hmm. What about you, D? Who you got?
Me? I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. Mm-hmm. I just feel like through 3 weeks, dropped one of the Patriots, didn't expect that one. Commanders didn't expect that. Chiefs, Joe usually goes in the Arrowhead. I mean, they call it Burrowhead when he go there. He usually has a lot of success there. And I mean, it was a close one, but they dropped that one. So you're talking about was supposed to be a Super Bowl contender sitting at 0-3 through the first 3 weeks. Might be a little time to worry right now.
Man,
might be a little bit of time to worry right now.
You took my pick because
they got a healthy Joe Burrow. So.
I
think they got out of the teams that have the most question marks. Yeah. I feel like they have the best opportunity to turn it around and get back into to right that ship. But right now it's
looking bad.
Yeah,
it is looking bad. Yeah. You picked mine because I definitely had a reference for him looking like they said he looked like Ellen DeGeneres. I lost it.
Yeah,
I lost it, man. That blonde hair
you need
is
to go back to whatever.
Whatever you had before, bro.
Wash it out.
Because that Draco Malfoy got you looking real slither in this shit.
It's so shady.
Hi, my name is not a quarterback. But no, he's been playing well. It's just. The last moments of the game is just like, and that defense cannot stop no one. Cannot stop nobody. Joe Burrow would be all right if his defense would just step up a little.
Yeah.
And that's just the whole story.
But they haven't been.
No,
they just score a lot. They score a lot and they're not scoring right now. And that's the issue, right?
And then when you have a defense, if you're putting up points, right? Let's look at the game against the Chiefs. Lost by 1. The game against the Commanders.
Yeah,
they lost by a small margin.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with the Patriots. Lost by 3.
They lost by 6, but it's more so y'all got into a defensive shootout, and your defense just did absolutely nothing. Like so. They're in trouble. For me, it is the Chicago Bears. Because I originally had the Bengals. It's easier to pick somebody who hasn't won a game.
Word.
The Chicago Bears mainly because got all the talent in the world and on offense, and you're just not really doing a lot with it. It's just not clicking. There's no run game for someone who was a leading rusher. Last year, 1,000-yard rusher.
Caleb Williams threw the ball 52 times.
It starts up front.
Threw the ball 52
times.
But
their offensive line isn't terrible.
They can't get up.
You got sacked 4 times. Yeah.
There's not even a sack part. I'm talking about.
Didn't they bring in guys though?
Yeah, but as far as them being able to get a push,
You look great on paper.
Swift he doesn't need a lot. He just needs a little space to get in. He's very shifty. He can't even get it going.
Nothing. And I got him on fantasy. That's why I'm really upset.
I don't even think he's broke 40 yards yet this season.
Nope. I don't think so either. We'll have to fact check that, but I definitely don't think he's broke 40 yards. Yeah, they look great on paper. Their defense is trying to keep them afloat. But after a while, your offense has to put up points.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't just, like, the defense is going to be who the defense is. But like I said, defenses can disappear certain games. And if you're just up against a better offense, they're going to outscore you. So what do you do? Like, I don't know if it's a coaching thing. I don't know if he's not picking up the offense. I don't know if it's not clicking. Because in the preseason, he's throwing it behind his back. He's over here. Oh, look like Magic Johnson out there. Like everything's going that way. Like, I think he hit the ball with his knee one time and passed it to the running back. It was like everything was all good.
That's what it was.
But then the real season came and life hit hard.
Bears dealing with back-to-back losses. So I think it's time to get the nail polish remover on Caleb Williams to get that stuff off your fingers. Still the ball.
I don't think the nail polish has anything to do.
I don't care. Get it off.
Any distraction though, man. If you flamboyant and you're doing a lot of things like that to bring attention to yourself,
you should be balling out. You're not balling out.
You're the first pick. He talks a lot. He's a player that goes out there supposed to play with an edge. I mean, I haven't liked him from day one. I feel like he's overrated.
He wasn't touted, and it's not more so. It's not himself. It was his game. I didn't really see a lot at USC, to be honest with you. I seen a lot of yards, but them yards weren't equating to a lot of wins because they were in bowl games. But even still, they were like,
In college,
and they used to run the pack before the Pac-12 ended.
In college, you don't win with one player, especially a quarterback. If you got a great quarterback,
and they didn't have a bad team at all.
He didn't, but you touch the ball every play. So yes, he looked very good, but the same issues that he showed in college, he holds the ball way too long, moves around, all those unorthodox throws and angles that he throws from.
When did fundamentals, like, and I don't like to say, like, he doesn't have any fundamentals. When did, like, just throwing sidearm every play just become a super cool thing that you want to do every play? It's a once in a blue thing, like, oh, man, let me get out of this. But Pat made it look good. But Pat still has fundamentals.
Yeah.
It's more so Pat's not coming out 3-step drop, sidearm.
Yeah.
He's coming out 3-step drop, scan. Mm-hmm. Oh, somebody's open. Thinking up. Like, Pat still has all his fundamentals.
Yep.
He does a little Mahomes magic every now and then, but that's when it's needed.
When it's needed.
I just feel like, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, can these teams turn this around?
I don't think the Bears do.
Okay, so we don't feel the Bears. Well, you don't feel the Bears do. I think with their division, it's going to be tough because you got the Packers not losing a step with Jordan Love going down. You got Detroit who can click at any time, and you got the Vikings on the run.
Yeah.
So I can see why we would say them. The Bengals, their division is a rough one, especially if the Steelers keep winning, and if the
Browns,
the Ravens can run around, and you don't know what the Browns can be. Yeah. So. I mean, teams can turn it around because it's still early.
Like you said, we're going into week 4.
If you're looking at division, it's going to be tough for a lot of them to turn it around because they didn't start out like soon. So you either have to hope for people to lose, or you have to just be like, okay, we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we'll definitely keep an eye on it. So we do feel that they can turn it around, and now.
No, we don't. Not turning nothing around.
What are we doing this today? Who? Oh, any of them?
The Bears
the Bears might as well take a mulligan. I feel like
it's hard to see it because they got the weapons
I don't see them, and the Bengals, I don't see them turning around. Like, I
really?
No.
I'm more prone to think.
And I'm saying I'm
more prone to think the Bengals can turn it around than the Bears are.
So you're saying everybody's smoking that Burrow pack this year? Is what you're saying?
First of all, I will never see
The
anybody
Burrow
smoking that
pack,
Burrow pack.
I'm not trusting my.
No, because this is a different pack.
Was that
This is a
Mahomes'
different
dad?
pack.
He's smoking that
No.
Burrow pack.
This is a different pack this year. This is a blonde pack. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's a bleach blonde pack. I don't want no
man.
parts. That's Pam Anderson with a shortcut. Like I'm
No,
cool.
man.
I'm cool off that.
I'm not trusting Zach Morris to lead the Bengals into the playoffs.
Preppy.
No, I do not.
Preppy.
No,
Who's
no.
there with them though? That's what we got to look at.
You
The
know,
division. I mean, their division alone says that they might not.
no, I don't
They
see
might
it.
already be too
I
far.
don't see it.
I don't see them. Let me see here. Okay, who do we got? You just saying no?
It's nothing to justify. No.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. No.
But look, but here's the set line. No, look, this is the problem that I'm seeing right here with them, right? Points for 68. They're second in their division in points scored, right? The problem is 80 points against, meaning they're just getting dog walked when it comes to like points. And that means they're number one at getting points scored on them. Like the Steelers are at 26. Points for 51, and they're leading the division at 3-0, right? The Baltimore, they might not be. Yeah, it might be too far fetched.
If they
It might be too
they
far-fetched.
play the if they don't beat the Panthers this I'm sorry, their season is
Yeah,
over.
if they don't. Yeah, okay. So I'll
This
need to
season
see
is
one
over.
more week before we can really like toss them in the trash. And
I don't got them being. I got.
We gonna get to that. We gonna get that. Don't
I
spoil
don't
the
see
secret.
that.
Don't spoil your
Mm-mm.
secrets just yet, big dog. But man, now we've come to the unruly apology tour. We criticized some guys and some players and some teams
Mm-hmm.
a little bit prematurely. Week 1, right? So these are just teams we misjudged early. I will start. Actually, y'all want to start?
I'll start.
Go ahead, B. You start, man, because I need to get all my thoughts together for this one. Y'all better not steal my guy. Y'all better not steal my ones, man.
I got an apology. Big apology.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, it's
I'm gonna give you the solo drink. Go ahead, bro.
It's week
Talk
three.
to the people.
It's week 3.
Well, now it's week 4.
Week 3 coming to week 4. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta apologize, to Josh Allen.
Darn it!
I'm sorry.
that was
I guess this is just gonna be the apology tour
That
for
was
Josh
mine.
Allen.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And Dr. Umar, don't kill me for apologizing to a white man, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
When
Josh
he tripped,
Allen.
he was apologizing. I think he tripped. He was apologizing.
Josh
to a white
Allen
woman.
got 7 touchdowns, no interceptions, 75% completion percentage.
And this time last year, he had already had
Well,
6 interceptions.
I gave the Bills no hope this year.
None.
I'm like, I said before the season, during all season, I was like, who's he going to throw to? And boy, he shut me up. Bills Mafia, I'm sorry. Right now, only week 4. I'm sorry. Y'all play the Ravens. It may be different. Maybe I may be saying sorry again, but right now, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Dang, man, you had to take the
I think you took everybody.
I think you're good. You know what? I'm gonna still go with it because I'm okay with that. Can I get a little bit of that apology?
Yeah,
Let me get a little bit of this apology,
Yeah.
man. Bills Mafia, and most importantly, Josh Allen. This is unruly out here, man. After this past week, I have to apologize to you personally, sincerely, wholeheartedly. During this game, you turned me into a believer. And you even had me coin a nickname for you during this Monday night game. Josh Allen, a.k.a. the Players Club. Because if anything, you were using what you got to get what you wanted. He was finding guys. He got everyone involved and had enough time to sit the whole fourth quarter to rest your arm after throwing 4 touchdowns to get ready for the Ravens. A more important team. Like, no offense to the Jaguars, but no one had you guys going to the playoffs. That's because that was B's apology, but I had to just add that, man. Josh Allen, aka Players Club, you the guy within the first 3 weeks. You're definitely balling, and you're definitely somebody that you put us here at UnRulyFam on notice because that's been crazy. It's been a pleasure to watch it too. I also want to take this time to apologize to you, our little viewers. because I ain't gonna say we got fans. We got family. I'm sorry that I thought that the Bears were gonna be something. I thought Caleb is gonna be the guy for them. And then he didn't. Didn't pan out that way. Through 3 weeks that way. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I looked at everything he had on paper, and I thought they were going to be something spectacular. It's still early in the season. Once again, these are premature apologies as well. But we shall see, man. We shall see.
You thought they were going to be...
No, I thought they were going to be better than what they are. What they're producing right now. I thought they were definitely going to score more points. I knew their defense was going to play decent, but I assumed that their offense would be able to score points.
Okay.
Go ahead, D. What's up? Hold up. Let me get you right. Go ahead, bro.
I was going to go with.
Just give him a quick one. Just give him a quick apology.
I'm going with Josh Allen.
Yeah,
I gotta go with Josh Allen.
It's just respect, bro.
I mean, just going off of what I said back on the first episode was this is going to tell us who he is as a player, if he's a leader, if he's elite, and I feel like he's checked all those boxes and he answered all those questions.
Yep.
He's literally putting the team on his back and going out there and doing whatever he got to do in order to secure a win. I was going to lean towards Derek Carr, but reality struck last week.
Yeah.
So
still Derek Carr.
So, same old. And even going back at looking at the stats from the other 2 weeks, his numbers aren't alarming. It's not.
I mean, they weren't alarming after the first week, though.
Second week 2, 11 for 16, 240. Like you're not even. It was Kamara who really.
Yeah, and I think it was more so. I think because he didn't throw away the game. I think they were putting him in a high caliber listing.
So my who's the quarterback still stands for the shirts.
T-shirts, hoodies coming soon. Who's the quarterback? just that's gonna be a classic question here for our boy D, man. Who's the quarterback? It gets me every time.
The verdict is still out on him.
The verdict is still out. Yeah, man. Now it's time to make these picks. And I know what you guys are thinking. You guys aren't really good at that. So what? These are our picks. Now it's time to make them. These are our picks for week 4. B, go ahead and take it away, man.
We are split on a Cowboys.
No, hold up. We're split on the team from Texas, based in Dallas.
You said you don't want to say that.
We're split on the team from Texas, based in Dallas, whose stadium is in Arlington, and the Giants.
We split with the Cowboys and Giants.
Scott can't just let me be great, man.
We're split.
Who split? Shit, it's me again. I took the Giants.
Yeah, you gotta remember who you're picking.
I took the Giants.
Does it every week.
I took the Giants.
Okay. And I took the team from Texas, based in Dallas, but who plays in Arlington. And B took another team that is the same team.
I picked Jerry Jones' team.
Yeah, there we go.
This whole Dallas Cowboys, who won the Super Bowl in the 90s.
They gotta write the shit, man.
Yeah.
This is a good game to write it on because this is a guy you own the last 2 seasons, so we'll see.
I just want to laugh a little bit more, so I'm gonna go with the Giants.
All right, we split on the Vikings and Packers.
Who took who?
Me and you took the Vikings. Then you picked the Packers.
He lone wolfing it a lot, man. He's lone wolfing it a lot, man.
We split on the Eagles and Bucks.
You took the Bucks?
Yes, I did take the Bucks. Man. I don't think Baker has 2 terrible games.
We're on a revenge tour, man.
Oh, this guy, this only week 3. How y'all on a revenge tour?
They embarrassed us last year in the playoffs.
But who didn't see that coming?
I mean, it still happened.
The last 4 weeks, you could have seen that coming.
Listen.
Shoot, we seen the writing on the wall. We was like, no, we still, bro, it was cast in the deli like, yeah, we can still do it, but then like shaking with their whole grocery head in their bag.
I was
like
the whole
grocery
time
bag in their head.
praying.
We still got it. We still just shaking like trembling.
Man.
We split with the Bengals and Panthers.
That's me again, right?
I don't see the Panthers. I don't see the Bengals going 0-4. And I mean, then again, I judged Andy Dalton last week, and he came out like the Red Rocket of old. Like he was playing.
Yeah.
So I take the Bengals and y'all take the Panthers. What's next, Vic?
We're split on the Falcons and Saints. I picked the Saints.
And me and D picked the Falcons.
Yeah.
All right.
We're unanimous on the Texans versus the Jags.
Mm-hmm.
We're unanimous on the Jets versus the Broncos.
Mm-hmm. And we went with the Jets.
Jets
Yeah,
and
we were
Texans.
Jets, yeah.
Jets and Texans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're split on the Steelers and Colts. Me and D picked the Steelers.
Man, I picked the Colts, didn't I? I didn't pick the Colts.
TJ Watt, man.
That's the only deciding factor. I'm gonna go Steelers. We'll be unanimous on the Steelers. Yeah, I don't. The defense is just too like that.
All right. We're unanimous on the Rams versus the Bears.
We don't believe in Caleb Williams just yet. Probably not ever. I don't.
There's no yet for me.
Now applies remover. Just get the now applies.
Gotta stop, man. That's not the deciding factor if he's gonna be good or not.
I just want it off his fingertips.
It's just easier to unlike. It's not like him because he wears nail polish.
It's not like him.
That's this generation thing, man.
It's
a different.
I can't get jiggy with it though.
And y'all got young daughters. That's the wildest part. The dude she bring home go ahead of nail polish. Dear God, give me sons.
Now applies for
Dear God, give me sons.
All right, we're unanimous on the Niners.
Okay.
Versus the Patriots.
The Patriots have fallen off. And even with the Niners played pretty well without their star players. Yeah, and I don't think they'll all be out.
They got to start getting dubs.
I'm trying to think. Is everybody coming back for them this week?
I think so. There hasn't been anything because they didn't announce that they weren't going to play. And does anyone know why they didn't play? I know Debo was actually, I believe, to be presumed hurt.
Yeah, and then CMC
CMC is in Germany.
He's getting checked his Achilles tendonitis. Yeah.
He on some Kobe stuff right now, so I mean, I feel it. If he come back with a bionic leg, it's going to be crazy.
No, that's not.
I mean, I feel like with them is like they're being smart with him right now. Don't abuse him. You know he has that the injury history of being hurt.
They trying to reach the severity of that.
Yeah, keep him from hurting himself because I'm pretty sure he's probably like, I gotta play.
Yeah.
But I mean, also, is he a clumsy individual? Why would you send the ball all the way to Germany? If he fall off the tarmac, y'all gonna be pissed.
Need a second opinion.
It's that Madden curse, man.
Oh man, God, I totally forgot about
that Madden curse, man.
Josh Allen was a little bit better because all he did was throw interceptions. For quarterbacks, either you get hurt or you throw a bunch of interceptions. Like you're just out of the MVP race. Like, come on, bro. Ain't nobody trying to do that. What's that?
We're split on the Commanders and Cardinals. I picked the Commanders. You and D picked the Cardinals to win this week.
Mm-hmm.
And we're unanimous on the Chiefs. They go against the Chargers.
It's the Rasheed Rice tour.
It's too much offense.
Yeah, it's just...
way too much offense.
We're split on the Browns versus the Raiders. Me and D want to get with the Raiders. Or you want to with the Browns?
I like Myles Garrett over Max Crosby, and it's not like I don't like Max Crosby because he's one of my favorite defenders.
Max hit the split on live TV.
Did you just It can't be your only reason.
I'm going
It's
with
a
Max.
great reason to like him. It is,
Max every time,
bro. Like Max is like a light
it was
skin
so
cousin.
casual.
It's like your light skin cousin,
it was
bro.
so casual the way he did it.
Bro, nothing's funnier. Like now that you bring up Max Crosby, nothing's funnier than him and Devontae Adams accidentally wearing the same thing on two different occasions. So either Devontae dresses like a white man, or Max. No, we all know
Max got flavor, though.
Max got flavor, bro.
He got flavor.
What's next, B?
We're unanimous on the Bills as they go against the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
And we're split on the Titans versus the Dolphins.
I thought you took the Ravens. You guys see the Ravens?
No, he changed his
I
mind.
switch.
Okay.
Switch me back. I'm gonna go
You
Ravens.
go with the Ravens?
I was about to slide, but yeah, if you win, I'm gonna stay with the Bills.
After what they did, you know what?
You gotta stop using that. That's why I switched the first time because he kept saying it. He kept saying because what they did to you. You know, man.
I'm saying PTSD. I get it.
I don't have it. I don't have it, bro. I told you I was sick this weekend, so I didn't watch no football.
Oh, so the whole team was.
I had to replay everything on Tuesday. So
you were sick, so
you didn't even watch your boys?
No, bro. I fell asleep. When y'all were texting, I was dead asleep. Off the NyQuil. Shout out to NyQuil.
He does it every time.
Oh, what a relief it is! I know that ain't the commercial, but it's still funny.
He was sick. They were sick.
Oh, you guys! Why are we doing this today, man?
That's crazy. All right, we're split against the Titans and Dolphins. Again, me and you with the Dolphins. He has the Titans.
Why? I just wonder why.
Who's the quarterback?
I can ask you the same thing.
Listen,
who's the quarterback?
They're on a third string quarterback.
All right,
I was talking about Skyler last week,
and the Titans.
He got a chest contusion.
And the Titans' first string quarterback is playing like their third string quarterback.
Hey, man.
All right,
I know Will Levis is crazy. I know Will.
Outside. Outside.
I got a question.
He be giving it away, but
yo, hold up, but what's the name had a great game? DeAndre Hopkins had a great game.
Yeah.
In a losing effort. But
all right, so
got 19 points in fantasy.
Around what week does DeAndre decide to put his hands on Will Levis because he keep doing dumb stuff?
He's used to it though.
No,
he played. Look at me, quarterbacks he played with in Houston before Deshaun Watson got there.
And then there was the Kyler Murray.
And then he went to Arizona. Kyler gets hurt.
Low-key, that's why he had to really leave Arizona because he was about to put hands on Kyler.
So he's used to it.
Around what week? We'll go with week 8. He decided to put his hands on Will Levis.
I feel like he's one of those guys who don't care about wins. He's just trying to get his targets and get paid.
That's it too.
I mean, that's something you should be worried about. If that's what you're worried about, then you really should be worried about Will Levis.
I ain't never I've never heard him complain about like winning. Like he's been on.
That's true too. I give that. Yeah.
Besides with that little run they had in Houston, but he's been on poor teams.
But the difference, I can see the difference. I can see the difference with him complaining about wins because of those years and because they had the talent and for both situations. The difference was the Cardinals that year had a decent defense, so he was like, "All right, bet." And the offense was pretty nice, but Kyler was just like on some different type, like not reading the playbook. Yeah, like it's crazy. Like,
he's playing. What was he playing?
Call of Duty. Oh, God. Bro, they were announcing him being on an esports team.
Bruh.
When you actually play for a sports team. I was losing. I was like,
when they start monitoring the fact you lying to them about watching film, it's crazy.
When your coach is in your living room, like, play the tape. Just play it. Like, it's wild, yo. That's a wild case. But the last thing
is the Seahawks. We're split on the Seahawks versus the Lions. Me and A went with the Seahawks. D picked the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's gonna be a good game.
I think it's gonna be a good game. I just don't believe in the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in them.
I mean,
I believe in for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see, man. The picks got to be better for me. I went 7-9 last week, so we'll see.
I'm trying to hold mine. What is that? 10-6? 10-6 last week.
10-6
trying to hold it.
I don't know the way the layout is. I don't know if you make the playoffs, but it depends. It depends. Right now, if the season ended, I guess if it's between if only the top team makes it, then you there. You there.
I know the first 2 weeks was shaky. So
my God, bro!
We're gonna.
So next week we're gonna try and get all of the weeks compiled together. We should have been did it, but it is what it is. Yeah. So, oh my God, we'll see. It's gonna look terrible. That week 1 was crazy. Like that week 2 was even.
I mean, nobody expected that though.
Yeah, no, nobody expected none of that. So now it's come to that time, man. We're gonna pick a fan fave, and this week we're just gonna go strictly cousin to watch. Mainly from a fantasy aspect. We're gonna pick one guy who you may want to start at fantasy. So I'm gonna start. Man, I think Alvin Kamara has to bounce back. I think he still threw up like 20, like in fantasy, which is still solid for any PPR team.
20?
19 or 20. Yeah, that's still solid.
He threw a 20?
I can pull it up on my phone. I had him on my fantasy team.
Oh, he had the touchdown.
Yeah.
He had the touchdown.
Yeah, he had 40.
And the catches.
Yeah, he had the catch.
I said he didn't do nothing. I mean, late in the game was when he started getting a little garbage time yards.
Listen, man, that still helps out.
Yeah, definitely.
Which team is he on? Is he on this one? Yes, he is. And he's questionable for this week. Ain't that about it? 15. I mean, I take that back. If you got Derrick Henry, start him. James Cook is also a solid. And it looks like Jonathan Taylor is picking his stuff up. Ramondre Stevenson, I'll probably stay away from, depending who he plays. He's playing San Fran, so I don't know. Brandon Aubrey, if you have him, start him. The kicker for the Cowboys. 15 points in the last 3 weeks. It's bananas. Listen. He has had nothing less than 15.
He almost went for it at 67.
Bro, if he would have went for that the 71 yarder, I would have got 7 points to my face.
Listen.
Who y'all got, man? You got
CJ Stroud. I say start him. It's a bounce back game. They got blown out last week by the Vikings. This week they got the Jags. Basically, the Jags are
abysmal,
walking targets.
Abysmal.
So I think it's a bounce back game with CJ Stroud. I see him at least throwing 3 touchdowns.
All right. What about you, Dave?
You know where I'm going. With my homer. You know what time it is. You're going Saquon. If you got Saquon, start him. If you putting your parlays in, anytime touchdown. It's going to happen. He's getting his money worth this year. I'm happy. Like we were talking about. It's natural. They're not forcing it. It's not forcing it.
He's getting good yardage.
I feel like that's a no-brainer. Like he fits that offense. Definitely with AJ being down. Hopefully we get him back this week. But I would imagine Smitty's not going to be back after that hit. So definitely Saquon. And he's getting involved in the pass game as well. So yeah, definitely.
That's
Saquon.
more targets. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely Saquon.
Who does he have? Because they got me winning by 30 this week. He got Jalen. Somebody's out. Somebody has to be out. Oh no. He just has nobody, and then that's about to go down because Devontae Smith. And with that being said, guys, you guys have tuned into another episode of the UnRulyFam Sports Podcast. As always, I'm one of your 3 hosts.
Is Dak gonna throw the ball 50 plus times again? Yeah, that's a real question.
Y'all gonna get it back?
That's a concern. That's a concerning question, honestly.
Because Zeke and Waddle pairs not having it.
Fuck them. I'm sorry for the language. Fuck them. Yo,
like that's a real concern.
No. Let me say something. Right?
Yo, get Zeke.
We're not gonna keep doing that when y'all quarterback had 7 interceptions in the first 3 weeks.
Hey.
We're not talking about it.
We're not talking about him. We're not talking about him. This guy. 5-1 wins. It's week 3, bro. Hey, man. With that being said,
50 times.
We can't run it. So
a few of Hurts interceptions.
He ain't gonna have to throw it 50 times. He's not gonna have to throw it 50 times.
It's not on him.
He's not gonna have that.
I think his last 2 aren't on him either. I think.
And this is a bounce back. And if anything, it's a bounce back game for the defense because Dak hasn't really been like,
that's not the issue.
Away. What?
That's not the issue.
What, defense?
That's not the issue.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the issue. But this guy is looking for clickbait, man. Clickbait.
That's not the issue.
It's not clickbait. He throwing the ball. Why are he throwing the ball 50 times?
Bro, you're in a pass-only situation.
Why?
Who's the running back?
You were down 25. That's the question.
It pains me. It pains me as a Ohio State Buckeye fan to ask who the running back is, but Zeke is no longer who he was. He's a shell of himself.
I'm saying why? Because you had a chance to get a running back. You got chose to go.
I don't work in the front office. Me, you had conversations about this. Because we can't. No. You want to know why? You want to know why I'm really yelling? Because me and you've had personal conversations about this, and y'all know both of y'all. I'm talking to both of y'all extensively. That y'all know they didn't even call Derrick Henry, bro, and that was the top target on my list. I wasn't even thinking about Saquon, and it's not nothing against Saquon. I don't work in the front office, B. If I worked in the front office,
Like, why
I think he wanted to be
yelling?
there too.
Yo, I'm Unruly A. You've tuned into another episode of the Unruly Fan Sports Podcast. Fuck these niggas, and we're out. We're out. Yeah.
Unruly